Good morning, viewers. India and Pakistan have agreed to stop all military actions against each other, bringing to an end 4 days of fierce fighting across the western border. Although late evening, there were major violations by Pakistan, which evoked a strong statement from India, with Foreign Secretary Vikram Misri, in fact, saying that there is a breach of the understanding arrived earlier today and armed forces are giving an adequate and appropriate response to these violations. India is waking up to an uneasy calm.
Absolutely, Maria. Now, our message to Pakistan as well has been quite strong. We've said that if you provoke us, we're not going to back down. And that's what we've been maintaining. But this morning as well, it seems that there have not been any incidents along the LOC in Kashmir or other parts of the border as well.
That's right. A Modi doctrine of security has been firmly put in place, is what the message that is coming in. Let's not forget that in 4 days, India damaged terror infrastructure, hit crucial military facilities inside Pakistan, in Pakistan's mainland. Let's first listen in to what the Foreign Secretary said, and then we bring in other reporters.
For the last few hours, there have been repeated violations of the understanding arrived at earlier this evening between the Directors General of Military Operations of India and Pakistan. This is a breach of the understanding arrived at earlier today. The armed forces are giving an adequate and appropriate response to these violations, and we take very, very serious notice of these violations. We call upon Pakistan to take appropriate steps to address these violations and deal with the situation with seriousness and responsibility. The armed forces are maintaining a strong vigil on the situation. They have been given instructions to deal strongly with any instances of a repetition of the violations of the borders along the international border as well as the line of control.
Let's bring in Nazir Masood, who's joining us from Srinagar. Nazir, one would say that this is a halt to the fighting only on paper. I can see Paros joining us from Bhuj and Gurpreet Chinna reporting from Firozpur. Nazir, this is a halt to the fighting, at least on paper. There were reports of ceasefire violations across the LOC from Gujarat to Rajasthan, and the international border was also disturbed. What are you seeing in Srinagar today? A relative calm after what was a strong message sent by India that if this is the nature of provocation coming from Pakistan, then India would be giving a befitting response.
Well, Srinagar is calm this morning. It is a sunny day after several days of clouds, literally. And yesterday evening, there was clearly a violation of ceasefire understanding between India and Pakistan. There were drone intrusions at 4 places, including drone intrusion in Srinagar itself also, which was chased. And there was a lot of, talk about that. They tried to, whether they were trying to target something or it was just surveillance drones. Only experts can tell that. But there was drone activity in Srinagar also, in Rajouri, in Jammu also, in Pathankot also. So that in Jammu and Kashmir, at least in 4 places. And that was followed by heavy shelling along the line of control. Without taking credit what we have been reporting, but we have reported almost 1 hour before this ceasefire was announced, that things now in the evening would change. But it is unlikely that the border LOC situation will settle anytime soon. We have talked to our sources and they have said, because at the LOC, settling things, it takes time, because Tutu Meme is like normal at LOC. Only thing both the sides have been maintaining not to escalate it to the artillery shelling, which was happening for last 4 days. But during the night, everything stopped. Thank goodness. Things appeared to be normal. Many say there may be elements within in Pakistan who may be trying to, just sabotage this, not allow this to happen. The way you saw terror attack actually vitiating everything, bringing both the countries to the brink of war, rather literally in a war-like situation. And after both the DGMOs spoke to each other and they decided to abide by ceasefire agreement, and then they might be talking to each other also. DGMOs will certainly talk tomorrow also, but there may be some initiation of dialogue also at some point. But the fact is, this was a horrible time here. This is the halt of hostilities and the clashes, both aerial and ground attacks on each other, that has essentially stopped, and it's expected that things will become more normal from today onwards.